Guys, I just played against a 60 card Eldlich deck that kind of gave me a whooping, but he gave me the deck list, and so I'm going to show you guys the deck list real quick. I'm going to show you the deck I was playing and then go over the replay and talk about if there's like places I should have played better and such. Looking at his deck, it's really like, it's not even an Eldlich deck, and I think you'll see in the replay, I kind of missided games 2 and 3, thinking that it was just like a trap deck, but he's playing the Brave engine, the Hero engine, and then this Cybers engine with Gadget, Dotscaper, and Signet Mining, all of which has given him access to one card that makes Artifact Dagda and also makes the Anaconda for DPE. And so this is like the big cool list he's playing. Looks like there's 5, 8, 10, 13, was that 15? Or did I mess up? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 18, 21 going second cards as well. So it's not all gas. It's about 19 cards that are gas and then about 21 hand traps. Not 19, not 19 cards that are gas. 40, 39. I can't do math. But yeah, so that's his deck. I was playing this Sword Soul deck, just like kind of standard. I play a little more cards than most people, and I play like every single like starter extender for the deck. And yeah, that's like my deck, and here's the replay. So he's ranked 314. I'm 217 at the start of this. I believe I win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, or maybe he does. And he's playing 60 like we went over. We saw the list. I'm playing 45. I didn't notice this game that he was playing 60 though. Like I just saw the Eldritch cards. I didn't even think to look at his deck count, which is something I got to make sure I do like in the future. He goes Cursed. He opened a double droplet, Ogre, Imperm, Cursed. So like Cursed is a starter and then he's got a lot of going second cards, but this isn't like the best hand for him. He searches Golden Lord, and I don't really know why that's what he opted to search. I don't know, to be frank, why that's what he chose to search. But I guess we'll see. But I don't really know if like a curse would have done him that much either. Like he could have grabbed an Eldland, not a curse. That's what this card is. He could have grabbed a Conquistador or a Hawk, but I don't really know how that would further his plays either. And the reason I didn't ash this was just because, like, I'm assuming I'm on Eldritch. I didn't realize he's playing all this other stuff, but I was just thinking I'll ash the draw cards, or I'll ash the, what's it called? The Elixir that summons the big dude from deck. So he sets 2 pass. I draw Vessel. I think I misplayed here. I don't remember. But I special at Hara. I link that away for a Monk. I activate Vessel. No, I think up to here, this is like definitely correct. Let me know. By the way, guys, if you feel like either me or my opponent make misplays, let me know in the comments like what you would do, but please leave a timestamp so that when I come back and watch it, I know exactly where to check, see it, and we can talk about it. But he's going to Vessel, send, or I'm going to Vessel, send Vishuda, added Hara, special, or normal Moyi. I don't know why a normal Moyi instead of specialing on. Oh, I need the Ashana to reveal, that's why. So we summon the Moyi, we reveal the Ashana, and we're going to get hit by an Imperm here, which kind of stinks, but it's also not that bad. I'm able to, I'd think for a minute, I guess. We banish the Vishuda, bounce his other back row, and then go into Shaman. Shaman pitch Ashana for Monk, and then banish Ashana for Vishuda, and just like, and then Adhara for Ashana and get some big damage in. I don't know if there was a better way I could have played this out, to be honest. I think I was supposed to actually summon Ecclesia instead of Moyi and go into Taiye. Reason being that... Ooh, did I have a Worm Engrave? Let me think on that for a sec. So I went Special Adhara, make Monk, and I would have then activated Vessel, sending Vishuda, add Ashana. I banish the Vishuda on the back row, and then summon the Ecclesia. It would tag out. I would have at least had the Adhara engraved. So then I could have banished the Adhara for Taiye. He would have impermed or dropleted that. And then I could have made the Shaman. Shaman would have pitched Monk to summon, or pitched Moyi to summon Moyi. Moyi effect activate. So that would have given me some sort of interruption actually, plus the Moyi draw. So I definitely could have played this hand better. I think I actually played this really sloppy after the fact. After I noticed how this went. And I used Shaman to pop the curse when I attack with Monk, which is a questionable play, to be honest. I feel like I'd almost rather him have this to like search this and pitch it on his turn, but because now he's going to get it on the end phase. But because I had the Ash, I don't really think I fear Elixir. So he draws Fusion Destiny, so like it's good that I still have the Ash. And then he's going to pitch Droplet and Golden Lord, send my Shaman, then Golden Lord summon itself, getting rid of the Sanguine. So now, even though I'm going to be able to Ash his Fusion Destiny, he's going to have Ogre, Droplet, and a Conquistador probably to play through whatever I put up, or whatever I try to put up. So I Ash the Fusion Destiny. He hits. Banishes to set the trap. And then he sets Droplet, passes to me. And so here I draw at a second copy of Ashina, which is not very good. I'm going to link away Vishuddha for Monk. And here my objective is to like get the Vishuddha to banish to bounce Golden Lord because it'll turn off Conquistador. So this kind of forces him to even play Conquistador here. And so right here is another spot where I don't know if it's a misplay, but I could have played better knowing in hindsight what he has. The play I'm going to opt for is Special Ashina. So he pops the Monk, right? I Special Ashina, normal 0-1. And my thinking here, right, is that I Synchro for Abaxia, spin the set, and then he'll have 2 monsters to my 1, and then I special this will have free from the back row. Because I didn't look and notice he's on 60, I'm expecting more actual traps, so I was playing around things like Torrential Strike. But this was a big misplay game 1, not looking at his deck count. So like, if there's anything to take away from this game 1, guys, make sure you do that. Like, look at the deck count and then think, like, he's probably not on pure Eldlich if he's playing 60 cards. And if he, like, just Cursed set 2, there's a good chance he's not on, like, a trap deck, but he's playing an Eldlich engine. And so, what I could have done that would have been better is special the Ecclesia. Although, then he could have chained the Droplet and taken multiple cards away from me. So maybe it would be like Special Ashina, Special Ecclesia instead of normaling 0-1. Then Ecclesia for Monk or Moyi, which, why do I keep saying Monk? I mean Taie. So Taie or Moyi, and then he would probably Droplet whatever one I get, and then I could normal the 0-1 and make another play. So that was probably the better line, but I didn't make that line. I make the Baxia here, try to spin the back row, and he's going to chain it, sending the Conquistador, which is going to force me to just have to ram my Yang Zing into his guy. Because I want to clear up my board so that I could special Ecclesia, because we were 1-1 and I have to control less than him. So I special the Ecclesia effect for, I believe, Taie. Taie effect, banish, and he's going to Ogre it. But we're like fine with that here because we have Ashina and Grieve. So Taie is banishing Moyi, summoning a token. Ogre gets rid of the Taie, but then I can Ashina for Sthana. And then I can Synchro 8 still. And I go for the Chizao. So the only thing Ogre did was cut me off of having Taie to send an Adhara. I'm going to get Chizao's effect. Chizao is going to add the Long Yun. Pitch to special Long Yun. Summon. And then here I'm going to go into the Cheng Ying. The reason we're opting for a Cheng Ying over something like a Baroness is Baroness can't pop this right now. And so I could actually just like make Baron and have the negate for his turn. And this goes down to 25. But the thinking here was that I can Chizao to hit Golden Lord. And then I can Cheng Ying banish the Golden Lord and banish the Conquistador. And I'm putting him on like top deck something crazy. But he does have a lot of options he could top deck, actually. So it might have just been the better play to make the Baron. And I don't... oh, no, I'm worm locked. That's why. So, like, I kind of have to do this. So we just hope he doesn't top deck good. Long Yun burned him. He draws Valor, and he probably concedes here. I don't remember. Yeah, because I just, like, have the out to his board. Game 2, he's going to opt to go first. And here, I open a Cosmic, which feels like a good going second card, until we like look at his deck list, look at his hand, and realize that it's not the best. So I just said, damn, I didn't notice you were on 60 till now. So like, it really like, get as much knowledge as you can game one, because like my lack of knowledge game one definitely put me at a deficit here game two. So he's going to write for Adventure and the token. Adventure effect is going to get him the Griffin. And he's got a discard. He discards a second copy of Write, specials the Rider, normals a Dotscaper, then goes into Link Disciple. If you guys don't know what these cards do, Dotscaper, if it is sent to the graveyard or banished, specials itself. You can only use one effect per turn and only one of each effect per duel. And then Link Disciple, you tribute them. Oh man, my throat just like felt weird. Fucking hell. You tribute a monster this card points to, draw a card, then place a card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. And so, Dotscaper comes back. He's going to make Link Devotee, which, when tributed, summons 2 level 1 Cyberse tokens. So he tributes it, draws, and puts back. I didn't see what he just put back, actually. Let's check that. Drew Cursed Elgland and returned Conquistador, which is cool because this will just search the Conquistador, so he didn't actually like lose anything, which is kind of neat. And so then he'll get his 2 tokens. And here you can link these into the Dagda. And he drew the Fusion Destiny, so he's not going to opt to do the line like the, I guess, like normal way. Because so here, right, he summons Dagda. He's going to get Faithful Adventure to trigger to add the equip. And then he's going to get Dagda to trigger to set the Scythe. And also now thinking about it, I think he kind of misplayed, right? So the play with this deck is you play 2 Devotee. Because its effect to lock you out of 3 or higher is mandatory to activate, even if you've already used it that turn. So this token here could be turned into that card. So if on any of his summons prior, he would have added that equip spell, he would have been able to put the equip spell back off of the draw off of the Disciple. And then here, he wouldn't be activating Adventure to trigger Dagda, but he could link away into this dude that stops you from making 3 or highers. It's going to mandatory activate, which will trigger the artifact Dagda setting Scythe. And then he'd link those away into Anaconda, pay 2,000, send the materials for DPE. So I think there's technically a way where he would have had one more card. He would have had the Cursed. Here he's going to make the Link Haribo out of the token. Fusion Destiny, send the materials. And this is just like FTK against what I got going on. I think I let him play it out because like I activate, he DPEs, I try to Cosmic it, he negates, and I just can't play this turn. The Scythe is going to come out. I like technically could have Long Yun pitched this and just like try to put up more. Let me look at his deck list real quick. He actually doesn't play Access Code. So like maybe I could have tried to live. Oh, wrong tab. This tab. Because I think that my thought process was like, there's no way he doesn't play Access Code. He just make it pop through everything. So I maybe should have Long Yun pitched at Hara and tried to stall like a little longer to live. And there's a good chance I couldn't play through it anyways if I did that. But there's also a chance that I could have. But he probably would have... I don't know how he would have played it out. But he probably could have killed me anyways. Let's think about it. Curse Eldland would search Golden Lord. Golden Lord pitch itself in the equip. Send the one of my 3 then. And then send Eldland, special the Golden Lord. DPE, pop, clear, clear. I'd have 1 guy left. He could leave the 0/0 token so that this could punch over it. And then, yeah, that would still just be game with like these 3 and Golden Lord. So yeah, I like definitely die this game. He summons a Griffin Rider too. He gets to bounce my guy with that. There's a lot of lines where he kills me, even if I did the Long Yun with him, even without him having access code. But game 3, I opt to go first. And I also think I play this game really bad too, but I kind of want to talk about it. So he's got Lancia, Fusion Destiny, and multiple ways to play the Brave Engine. I've got Vishuddha Circle, Vishuddha, Etelli, Sacred. And so the play I think that I really whiffed here, right? So I go special Vishuddha, Etelli, and I'm thinking, right, if he's got 1 to 2 hand traps, if I make a Baron first, I could play through the hand traps. But I like can't play very well. And I think I should have risked it here and went for Hulk. Because if he had like a Veiler, it would do the same thing where it would stop either my Baron or it would stop my Hulk. But if he doesn't have the card, the payoff for the Hulk is like absurdly higher. And we see he doesn't have the out. So I could have done like full combo off this, and instead I put up a Baron. And I use a Reborn for Vishuda. Tribute off the Vishuda for Heavenly, search Moyi. And then summon Moyi, reveal Vishuda. Summon Token. Synchro into Chizao, draw search. And then search Longyun. I drew Taiye. This was also a misclick. I shouldn't have pitched the Taiye, but I didn't go back on it. And so I make this dude, the Cheng Ying. And this board, honestly, not only is it not that good, but I also think I played it wrong. So he draws the Cyberse Gadget. He activates Water Enchantress. And then he's going to grab right. Activate right. And I negate it with Baron. Reason being is because I don't think I'm going to get much value out of Chizao in this matchup, which I like might actually just be incorrect. But if he gets the Griffin out, I definitely don't. So I wanted to like use this so that Chizao could then negate this and I could get Cheng Ying for a banish. And I think that might have just been wrong. Like, I think this was definitely incorrect. And I'm thinking he's playing 60. He won't draw 2, but he plays like a lot of ways to this engine. So I think I could have played that better. Like, maybe I just let it resolve. He'd get the token and the continuous. I think we saw that he played 2 of this. Let me double check. Yeah, he plays 2 of that one. So he would get them both. Maybe I wait for him to summon the Griffin. And then I just like Baron where I would normally Baron. And then when he tries to Griffin, I could Chizao it. And then on resolution, Cheng Ying would be able to banish something. Which maybe like just puts me in a little bit better of a spot. But I really don't think I use these negations properly. So he's going to get Adventurer and the token. I'm going to Chizao here, negating my Baron, and then Cheng Ying to banish his token. And then he summons the this gadget, searches the equip, makes Disciple. This dude also, when he's linked away, or if he leaves the field, you get a token. And this is cool. I didn't realize Dracobat can equip to any non-effect monster and get the effect. So he bounces my Cheng Ying, which I did not expect him to be able to do. And then he goes into this engine for draws. Being able to put back cards is super strong in his deck too. Because there's a lot of cards you don't necessarily want to draw and they're just like better in your deck. But at this point he's got like the DPE Scythe package able to be accessed. He's going to DPE. He made the artifact Dagda. Da-da-da-da-da. Whooping my butt. DPE climbs. Then DP's going to pop. And then Dagda's going to set Lancia. And he passes to me. I Emergence. I grab the Adhara. And so even if this Vishuda was the Taiye that I didn't mean to discard, I would still be in a very bad spot here. Like, oh, and I also can't add Adhara off that card, actually. That was a misclick on my part. Add Moyi. Summon Moyi. Reveal Vishuda. Summon the token. And then he just, like, pops my token in his Lancia. And then kind of blows me out from here. I'm going to just fast forward it at this point, honestly, because I punch his Dagda. He didn't use it to summon back out, but he's just going to kill me on this turn. But I definitely don't think I played this too properly. And if you guys are interested in giving some feedback, I would appreciate it. And if you like his deck, I think his deck's fucking cool. And that's why I wanted to upload this video and show you guys me getting steamrolled by it. But yeah, and then this is kind of cool. He also... There's probably a better way he could have done it, I'm not sure. But the fact that he goes for exactly 79 when I'm at 79 is just kind of like insult to injury. Like if I had that 100, maybe I could have lived. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this deck as much as I did playing against it, let me know. And thank you guys for watching.